Oi, lads. Okay, Geist Patrician is a 3 mana Spirit Knight. Other spirits get +1/+1. Spells you cast from your graveyard cost 1 less to cast. 3 mana Lord. That's an XD. This is the Covetous Debtor. 2 mana 1/3 when it dies, mill 3. 5 mana 1/3 spirit with flying. When it enters the battlefield, shuffle up to 3 target cards from graveyard into library. When it is put into the graveyard from anywhere, exile it instead. Okay. Dog shit is how I would describe that. Hedge Witch's Mask. Okay, this card is absolutely insane. Thank you, Wizards, for the review. 1 white artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Equipped creature can't be blocked by creatures with power 4 or greater. Equip 2. Very great, very good card. Ritual Guardian, another great card. 2 and a white for a creature soldier, 3/2. Sungold Barge, also very good. Is this one good? Can't even remember. Candlegrove Witch, great card. Celestus Sanctifier, great card. Tainted Adversary, 1 and a black. Creature zombie, 2/3 Death Touch. I think the instant is good. Can't remember. Alright, so who's this guy? 2 mana, 2/3 Death Touch. Okay. So other 2 mana 2/3 Death Touchers have lifelink. What does this guy do? When it enters the battlefield, you may pay 2 black any number of times. When you may this cost 1 or more times, put that many +1/+1 counters, then create twice that many 2/2 zombie tokens with Decayed. This guy sucks. Turn 5, 3/4 with 2 2/2s? Yeah, that would be good, huh? If your 2/2s could block and didn't die when you attacked. Decayed is just so terrible. At 8 mana, this becomes 3 creatures. No, if you cast this for 8, you get a 4, 5, and 4 tokens, huh? It's a 2-drop that is good later in the game. But I don't know if that's true. That is my rule on creatures, that your creature has to be good on curve and good in the late game. But this is... I don't think this is good at any stage of the game. Just because you can pay more than 2 mana doesn't make it good. Would you main 2 mana 2/3 zombie with Death Touch? Nope. 2 mana 2/3 Death Touch is bad? Of course it's bad, yeah. 2 mana 2/3 even without text is okay. I'm gonna hit my head off of this chair until the world changes into a world where people have stopped saying that. 4 mana 4/4 flyer with no text is alright. 2 mana 2/3 with no text is alright. 3 mana 3/3 flyer is alright. No, it's fucking not, man. What the hell's... no, it's not. You have never put a 2 mana 2/3 with no text in your deck, so why are you saying it's okay? You have literally never done it. Why are you pretending that it's okay? I've never done it. You've never done it. Nobody's ever done it. Why do we pretend that this is fine? The white 3/1 lifelink is gas though? Maybe. So every card in this set is bad? No. We've had some good ones so far. Burly Breaker and the Dire Strain Demolisher. 5 mana 6/5 ward 1 Daybound. 5 mana 8/7 ward 3 Nightbound. Hell no! Cut Purse Thief. Isn't there already a card called Cut Purse Thief? Thought there was. Whenever it enters the battlefield, destroy a creature you don't control that was dealt damage this turn. Disturb 5/2/1 Greedy Geist Flying Death Touch. If it 2/2. What? Okay, I don't understand the card, so I'm going to say it's bad. Nebelgast Intruder. 3 mana flash flyer 2/1 when it enters the battlefield up to 1 target creature an opponent controls, get -2 -0. Nope, bad. I thought this is the best of comments on Mythic Spoiler Stream. It is, but we only read the spoilers on the real cards, huh? Not these ones, man. Nobody cares about these cards. Look. Okay, why is there so many comments for this? What? Mysterious Tome, 3 mana, and then 2 mana draw a card, transform it into 1 mana target non-land tap permanent transform. What? Does it transform untapped? No? Alright, well, just mega scuffed then, innit? Grafted Identity. As an additional cost to cast a spell, sack a creature, enchant creature, you control enchanted creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1. Oofed. Okay. You've always got to be wary of yoinkers. Like, yoinkers are never bad. They're either broken or close to it. What is this? Is this broken or close to it? It's not as good as a Crow and War, I would say. Even though you get to permanently keep the creature. There's no way it's as good as a Crow and War, but a Crow and War is like one of the best cards in the full 8 set standard. Never mind this new pleb one. It seems kind of bad to me. Sideboard card? Yeah, and like what deck though, man? What blue deck has creatures it can sack? Just none. That might be a one that's worthwhile looking at the comments though. Ah! Why? Why? I haven't evolved past month 4 of my Magic career, so I still hate blue. Why? True. I would say the second you evolve past month 4 of your Magic career is the end of your Magic career. If you don't hate blue, you're scum! Blue haters, rise up. Rise up. But like, seriously, ooh, that's a gross card. I'm talking flavor, not mechanics. Autonomy is only skin deep. Ooh, gross. When tokens are so free, seems playable as a one-off in zombies. Face Off. Even looks like a bit like John Travolta or Nick Cage. Dude, John Travolta and Nick Cage do not look similar. So how can one thing look the same as both of those? That's impossible. Let's test it out. Okay. John Travolta and Nicolas Cage. I present to you. Wow. Wow. That's crazy. I can see the Nicolas Cage. The John Travolta requires a bit of a squint, but you know, you could make a case. Moonveil Regent, 4 mana, 4/4 flying dragon. Okay, this without its text is great. It's fine. It's fine without its text, so if this text is in any way positive, then this is an incredible card. Whenever you cast a spell, you may discard your hand. If you do, draw a card for each of that spell's colours. Okay, what the fuck? When Moonveil Regent dies, it deals X damage to any target, where X is the number of colours among permanents you control. Okay, that bit's fine. It's not going to do much most of the time though. But wow. This thing's absolutely nutty. Discard BTE and draw 2. What? Well, this just seems like it's good in every deck that has a mountain. It's good in fast decks, good in slow decks, it's good in mono red, it's good in teamer, it's good in everything. Is there a deck it's not good in? How is it good in mono red unless you're top decking? Because you get to draw a card every time you cast a spell? It's a 4/4 experimental frenzy? Lol, you lose your hand. Yes, but this is Magic the Gathering, man. After you cast a 4/4 flyer for 4 mana, you've got like no hand left anyway. What's the fucking difference? I mean, it's hard to tell what this will be best in, but it's going to be good in almost everything. Seems great in like mono red, it seems great in like Is It type of deck, and then also like Temur, Grixis, Dragons, something like that. Because, well, not only does it block Goldspan, but it also lets you play Dragon's Fire even better, right? So in your you've got 4 Goldspan, 4 Dragon's Fire, and now you're 4 Goldspan, 4 Moonveil Regent, and now your Dragon's Fire is just a nut removal spell in it. Instant speed, 4 damage almost always. Yeah, I mean, this card's crazy. Maybe the best card so far, but I'm sure I'm probably forgetting something. But it seems like one of the best cards so far. A monocolor card that would be best in Niv to Light. That's weird. It's not best in Niv to Light. You clown. It would make your deck worse. Ah, there's the Innistrad Stained Glass Winged Dragon. Again, I don't know what that means, so I'm going to skip over it and pretend I didn't read it. Interesting card to be printed, comma. Without reading the rest of this comment, I know what the rest of this comment says. It says, in this entirely hypothetical scenario where I have casted my dragon and it's not been removed, and then I have somehow top decked a 5-color spell and I cast this 5-color spell, I'm going to draw 5 cards off of it. Here we go. In a good multicolored deck, you will have a draw 4 new cards with each spell, but in this set, it will have at most 2 draw and damage. Okay. Alright, there you go. You got me, lad. You're a little bit more nuanced than what I thought was coming. Alright, what is this? A 1-drop that you can replay? What is Disturb, guys? What does it mean? Like, can I play both sides of this? Flashback for creature, okay. So 1 mana, 1/1 first strike, ward 1, disturb 4, and then for 4 you get a 2/1 flying first strike for each creature you control as ward 1. Okay, chat, I'm sorry to break it to you, but this thing sucks. This is a classic case of a 2-sided card where both sides are bad. Bad plus bad does not equal good. The key to cards like this is bad plus bad does not equal good. Good plus good equals good, and good plus bad equals good. You remember those equations, and you too will be a card evaluating god. What about good plus very bad? Well, that's good. Spectral Adversary. 2 mana, 2/1 flash flyer. When it enters the battlefield, you may pay 2 any number of times. When you pay this cost 1 or more times, put that many counters on Spectral Adversary, then up to that many other target artifacts, creatures, and or enchantments phase out. Okay, this one's absolutely terrible. Loyal Griff. 3 mana flash flyer, 2/2 when it enters the battlefield, return creature you control to its owner's hand. Briar Bridge Tracker. Dude, all the green... They seem to be taking the green creatures in a bit of a different direction. They're all like statted very weakly. It's the end of the old growth troll era. Like, instead of getting 3 mana 5/5s and 3 mana 4/4s, we're now getting 2/3s. Vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, investigate. As long as you control a token, this gets +2/+0. It's garbage? I don't know about garbage, man. It dies to Frostbite, which is a bit concerning. It dies to Dragon's Fire, that even if they don't have a dragon, also concerning. But it kind of has an on-death effect of pay 2 mana at any point in the game, draw a card, huh? So it's not too bad. Vigilance is very strong. There's not too many 3-power creatures, is there? That are good? Or not too many 3-power creatures that are good that cost less than this, is what I mean. Like, yeah, so Vigilance is great with cards like Ranger class, huh? It's hard to justify it though, guys, because to get to play this, you'll probably only see this if you do in more than one colours. You know, you won't play this in mono green because mono green already has Troll in the Mammoth, but you can't play obviously can't play Troll in Gruul or whatever. So it's an option for 2-color decks, but then once you add a second colour to your green deck, then you've got to compete with the 3-drops from other colours. Like, probably the most likely place you'll see this is Gruul, I would say, because red has no good 3-drops so far either in Standard 2022, and I don't think there's been any good 3-drops so far. So you might see this in a deck like Gruul, possibly. Especially because that deck wants to play Chariot as well, which can get the clue token if you want, but Flameskull, I mean, Flameskull is just not good enough, man. And so Gruul's playing cards like Chariot, Ranger class, you know, a lot of stuff that this works well with, so you will not see this in mono green. You might see it in Gruul. That's my evaluation. Hungry for more. 2 mana sorcery. Create a 3/1 trample lifelink haste token. Sack it at end step. Very weird Lightning Helix. Well, I mean, it's all kinds of worse than Helix, isn't it? With instant, would it be good? Obviously, man, yeah. Would being able to cast this on your opponent's turn be good? Yep. I don't know, guys. There's no, this card sucks dick, right? Straight up, this card sucks dick. It is the type of card that sometimes people find a way to break it though. But it's absolutely horrible. Unless it's doing some weird ass like magic rules or dumb combo, it's just shit. This is actually excellent, and I'll be using it in my Thermo Alchemist build. I will not be using it in my Thermo Alchemist build. Good luck to you. Brief Reprieve. When it enters the battlefield, exile target non-land permanent you don't control until it leaves the battlefield. I mean, we've seen that card a million times before. Sunset Festivities. 1 white sorcery. If an opponent has more life than you gain 4 life. If an opponent controls more creatures than you, create 2 1/1 white human creature tokens. If an opponent has more cards in hand than you, draw a card. Seems awful. Good? Nah. These things are all, or these criteria are all obtainable in different games of Magic, right? Like, you're gonna get 4 life and 2 tokens, 4 life and a card, or less than that. So a lot of the time it's, or not even a lot of the time, some of the time it's gonna be a slightly better sorcery speed revitalize. Some of the time it's going to be a slightly better sorcery speed make to 1/1 tokens. What's that called? Raise the alarm, yeah. So it's like, sometimes it's a slightly better raise the alarm. Sometimes it's a slightly better revitalize. And most of the time it's worse than those 2 cards. Or a lot of the time it's worse than those 2 cards. It's just not good. This is a bad plus bad plus bad scenario, huh? Like, you'll play this card probably, no, you wouldn't even play it in a token deck, man. I don't know. This one is good. How is it good? How is it good? It's an anti-aggro control card. No, it's not, man. What are you talking about? Well, of course it would be better if it's an instant, right? Well, yeah, obviously. Everything to do with it would be better if it's instant. You can actually get blocks off with your tokens. Your opponent is more likely to have more cards in hand than you after they've just drawn a card because it's their turn. You know? I don't believe in this card, guys. Vengeful Extermination. 6 white sorcery. Costs 1 less to cast for each creature on the battlefield. Destroy all creatures. Kinda awful. Glad to see Wraths have been powered down. Cause creatures go brr should be the only way to play the game, right? You and wizards think alike. Yes, we do. Fuck you, Troy. Wizards got our back, bitch. Wizards love creatures, man. They actually hate Gandalfs, dude. They hate Gandalfs. And it's so good. Big true. Is it castable on turn 4 against aggro? If you're on the draw and you play one creature and you don't remove any of theirs, I guess, I'm afraid it'll be 1 mana too expensive most of the time. I dunno. Seems good to me and kind of helps low creature boards from getting wiped by 4 mana. For this mana cost, it should be instant or destroy all of the opponent's battlefield. Heck, this is unbearable to put in a deck and I think it will not see play. Laughing my ass off. Did you read the first line of text? Did not read the card. You know what the funny thing is? Junior's right. These are the clowns. Bang on, mate. This card is absolutely dog shit. Faithful Light. Destroy all the permanents? I mean, it would be fine. Faithful Light. 1W. Instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 until end of turn. If it's a human, it gets +3/+3 and indestructible until end of turn instead. Startle. 1 blue. Instant. Target creature gets -2/-0 until end of turn. Create a 2/2 black zombie creature token with Decayed. It can't block. Draw a card. Gas. A lot going on. There's nothing going on. It would be pretty cool if your zombie could block and didn't die when it attacked. Then it would be a decent card. Then it would be OP? It wouldn't be OP, man. It would just be as powerful as a card has to be to see play, man. It would be very good, yeah. If the thing didn't have Decayed, but it wouldn't be OP. Old Stickfingers. XBG. When you cast this card, reveal the top card of your library until you reveal X creature cards. Reveal the top card of your library until you reveal X creature cards. Okay. Put all the creature cards revealed this way into your graveyard and put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Old Stickfingers' power and toughness are equal to the number of creatures in your graveyard. Where was this when Escape was legal? I mean, it's kind of like Fiend Artisan, huh? But just like a lot worse and nobody really even played Fiend Artisan. In what universe is this good? Well, it's not. Obviously the X cost thing is like just trash, right? But it would be good. You just want to cast this card for 2, right? And have it be huge. Which, 1, you can't do that in Standard, really. You can't really do that in any format, can you? Just play it for 2. And just have the creature cards already in your graveyard. So that's what I mean. It's similar to Fiend Artisan in that way, but Fiend Artisan is just better in that scenario, and Fiend Artisan's already bad. This card just sucks. Oh yeah, it's a cool commander though. You just get to spend all your mana when you cast them. Necrosynthesis. Enchant creature with whenever another creature dies, put a counter on this creature. When it dies, look at the top X card of your libraries where X is its power. Put one of those cards in your hand and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Scuffed in it. Absolutely scuffed. Okay, Rootvined Creeper. 2 mana 2/2. Add 1 mana of any colour. Add 2 mana of any colour. Spend this mana only to cast spells from your graveyard. And for a blue, a green, a tap, and an exile Rootvined Creeper, return target card with flashback you own and exile to your hand. I mean, I'm not a massive believer in 2-mana mana dorks, but it's kind of an okay one. 2-mana mana dorks just so rarely get played. Unless they're doing something weird. Paradise Druid? Well, yeah, I mean, Paradise Druid's one of the exceptions because it's got fucking hexproof, mate. You describe this as something weird? Yeah, that's what I mean. I think it's okay. I don't think this is terrible, by any means. It's a 2-mana mana dork that does something else too, right? But I'm always concerned about 2-mana mana dorks, because it is the type of card where if it dies, it can just put you so far behind, you know? Don't know, guys. What type of deck even wants to play a mana dork anyway? Like a 2-mana mana dork, I mean? The bad ones. We'll see. It's a decent 2-mana mana dork, but 2-mana mana dorks don't really see play as much as you think, huh? There's always a shit ton of 2-mana mana dorks, and almost none of them get used. Ghoul Grizzly. 4-mana 4/3 trample. When it enters the battlefield, it gets a counter on it for each creature that died this turn. Nope. Dire Strain Rampage. 3-mana sorcery. Destroy artifact, enchantment, or land. If a land was destroyed this way, its controller may search the library for up to 2 basic lands, put them onto the battlefield tapped, and... Huh? It seems... awful? To me? But maybe I'm missing something. This is a rare, yeah. Hide your rare wildcards, chat, because the Dire Strain Rampage is coming for you. This plus the land bouncing enchantment. Is that in New Standard? Teamer land destruction. That plus the grow card plus your troll saga. Teamer land destruction coming through. Ritual of Hope, +1/+1 all creatures. Adeline, 3-mana white rare. Classic. Adeline, Splendid Cathar. Legendary Human Knight. With star 4 vigilance. Power is equal to the number of creatures you control. Whenever you attack for each opponent, create a token tapped and attacking that player or a planeswalker they control. I mean, let me say that in New Standard, 4 toughness is no joke. And this card's actually quite good. But quite good just ain't good enough, man. It's rank 6 in the good wipe 3-drops. So maybe if you want to play 24 3-drops, you can start considering this. It's rank 2. Nah, it's not, man. No chance. Whenever you attack, so any creature... Nah, I think if you attack with, like, 3 guys, you only get 1 token, right? There's no way you get 3 tokens, dude. 1 token, but you don't have to attack with her? Yeah, dude, nobody's saying the card is bad, but... Have you looked at the white 3-mana cards before? It's probably the most hotly contested... color plus mana cost in the whole game. White 3-drops. Like Apparition, Spellbinder, Redain. There's like already another 3 from this set. Maul, you know, it's fucking endless, dude. And you can only fit like 3 of them in your deck, right? So you've got a... This has to be better than all of the other ones, except Apparition and Spellbinder. Has to be better than Redane, it has to be better than Maul, it has to be better than... I can't remember what her name is, but there's another one in this set. And I'm probably forgetting other ones too. You can still see her as a spicy card against red. Dude, red's the only colour that can kill this girl. This is terrible against red. Because red's going to have 4 Goldspan and 4 of the 4/4 dragon. And 4 Dragonfire, you're just going to cast her and she's just going to die. Yep. There's the Wrath Protection one there. There's like... White 3-drops are absolutely insane. Like, this card is very good. But it could not possibly be a worse colour and mana cost. Like, if this was red, this is a 4 of in every red. Every red aggressive deck. If it was blue, if it was green, if it was black, it sees play in all of those colours. But white, I don't think so. I don't think so. Probably not in green. No, I think you play like some copies of this in green, right? You've got four trolls, 4 mammoth, 2 or 3 of this. You're chilling. Siphon Insight. 2 mana, rare, instant in Dimir. Okay, Monka S. Look at the top 2 cards of target opponent's library. Exile 1 of them face down, and put the other on the bottom of that library. You may look at and play the exiled card for as long as it remains exiled, and you may spend mana as though it were mana of any colour to cast that spell. So it's a 2 mana Thief of Sanity trigger. Without the Thief of Sanity? Okay, so it's absolutely trash. The art is sick. The art's cool, yeah. Flashback is worth something. I mean, it's... Never mind. I had a great joke, dude. I had a great joke, but I choked. I'm not going back to it now. Fuck. It was too long. The joke was going to be too long, and I couldn't formulate it in my head fast enough. It was going to be a long one, guys. It was going to be a story time joke. Ambitious Farmhand. When it enters the battlefield, search your library for a basic plains, put it into your hand, shuffle. Coven. Transform. Activate only if you control 3 or more creatures with different powers, and you transform it into a 3/3 lifelinker. 2 mana 1/1 draw land, huh? What deck wants this? I don't know, but I think it's pretty good. Because drawing a land is very good. Again, similar to the 3-drop that we just saw. I mean, Mono White has great 2-drops too. I don't think this is in your top 3 best 2-drops. But it slots somewhere in the top 10. So it's probably not going to go in your deck, but the card is good. It depends how many good 2-drops there are. I think there's a lot, right? Obviously there's Aspirant, there's the other Doggo. 1/1 is just like no impact. Well, plenty of impact for a 1/1 in Mono White, man. You've got Aspirants, you've got Paladin classes. Hostile, and the Creeping In. Colourless land. 1, sack a creature. Put a soul counter on Hostile. Then if there are 3 or more soul counters on it, remove those counters, transform it, and untap it only as a sorcery. Whenever Creeping In attacks, you may exile a creature card from your graveyard. If you do, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of creature cards exiled with Creeping In. And for 4, Creeping In phases out. Sorcery speed ruins the card. Nah, I think you can sack a creature at instant speed, can you not? You can just only transform at sorcery speed? You have to you can only sack at sorcery speed. Okay, I'm out. Time for chess. Ecuador! Ecuador!